Hey everyone, it's Priscilla from Conscious Intuitive Living, and I just wanted to make a short video just to tell you a little bit about an experience I had that really solidified the difference between my ego voice and my intuition voice. And this is just an extension of the blog post I made last night. So a few years ago. I was going to a yoga class, and I had a little voice tell me to take my partner's keys, my husband's keys, and at the time, it had already been so hard leaving the house. Back then, I did still have a lot of mama's guilt for leaving my children, and it was tough for me. And I think it was the first time I'd left them in a long time. And anyway, so this little voice kept coming to me, and I remember sitting in my Tarago, my big family car, and thinking, what's going on? Like, what's going on here? Like, why does this little voice keep coming back to me? And I remember having this bigger voice say, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you take the other car? You love driving this car. You hardly drive this car. Just take the car. You don't want to go back in the house and then have upset all the children again because you need to leave. And it really waffled on for a long time. And I thought at the time, yeah, that makes sense. The little voice didn't really make sense. Like, it was just saying, take the other car. Like, it didn't really make any sense to me at the time. But that's what's so beautiful about our intuitive senses. And anyway, so I arrived at this house I'd never been before, and it had a really steep driveway that was all gravel and dirt. And I had the little voice again say to me, don't drive down the driveway. And then I had a bigger voice say, why wouldn't you drive down the driveway? Of course you drive down the driveway. And notice how this other voice I'm saying, it's a lot louder, and it's very logical. So this is the ego voice talking here. It can't see more than what's straight in front of it, our egos. That's all it can see. Whereas our intuitive senses can see far more than what our ego can see. And that's why, you get senses about, you sense things, or you could, feel a number of different ways, which I talk about in the blog. So anyway, so I ended up driveway. And so when I went to leave, I couldn't actually get back up the driveway. So I got bogged. And I know and it was just so funny sitting in the car going, that's your little voice knew. I just remember sitting there going, wow, it's just something that's never left me. I love that, I was given that experience, because it's never left me, knowing the difference, that day. And it really solidified for me the difference between, my intuition and, my ego voice. And I remember sitting in that driveway being bogged, just thinking, if only I'd taken the other car. The other car has 4-wheel drive capability, so I know it would have been fine getting out. So yeah, I just want to share this little story just to extend on that blog I wrote last night, and just to help you just a little bit more in, exploring for yourself. Maybe you've had a similar experience, or maybe, you're working it out for yourself. But I know that if you, I remember actually around that time having even an intention that I wanted to explore more, because I'd always, I know I've always had, we all have these intuitive senses, but I hadn't always acted on them, and I was questioning why, and I had all these questions around I remember having all these questions around at the time. So I was so grateful, that I had that experience and it stayed with me, and now I can share it with you. And if you're really wanting to explore this, explore your intuition, how you feel it. Sometimes I've also worked with women that do actually have blocks in the way of feeling their intuitive senses. So I would love to, help you clear anything in the way of that in, your life or your business. And one of my gifts that I've realized is that I can really help women walk in their life's purpose. And I would, if that's something that, you'd love to explore, then I'd love you to PM me or book an Empower Me session. And we can explore that together, or even, explore your intuitive senses, or whatever it is for you that's in the way of really living that greater vision for yourself, or even if you're wanting to get clearer on, what your vision may be, or that there's something blocking you right now in your life or your business, and you're just wanting a breakthrough. This is my gift, and I would love to share it with you. And I'm sorry about my my children in the background. They're having a bath, and they're rather noisy in the bath. So yes, please reach out, even if you just want to reach out and have a chat about maybe a similar experience. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, I'm so grateful that I'm even able to sit here today and make this video for you. And that's really a massive shift, transformation I've had in my life. For those of you that know me and have been following me for a while, you know that making these videos is a massive breakthrough, for me and my business and walking my life's purpose. And I'm just having so much fun working with mums, to have the same breakthroughs in their life. So anyway, I'll leave you now, but please reach out. Love to connect. Lots of love.